Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si G. Tonji. Welcome to Kababayan Today. It's midweek, so we've got our news from Asian Journal.
Asian Journal, the Filipino-American community newspaper since 1991.
At syempre, dahil Wednesday, kasama natin si Annie Nepomuceno, ang ating Los Angeles correspondent for Asian Journal. Hi, Annie!
Hi, magandang hapon sa'yo, G.
Magandang hapon po at simulan na natin ang mga balita mula sa Asian Journal.
Ito ang ating mga balita. The Philippines prepares for the big one, releases West Valley Fault map. After the fatal 7.8 magnitude earthquake that shook Nepal last April 25th and killed more than 8,000 people, the Philippines is bracing for a similar strategy that may occur at any time. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PhilVolcs, warned that the same tragedy might happen but with even more casualties. PhilVolcs Director Renato Solidum said that a 7.2 magnitude earthquake might happen in the country sooner or later within the West Valley Fault. With a thick density in the population, 37,000 people might die and many others might be injured if the big one hits. To prevent further destruction of the disaster, the agency released updated and detailed maps that trace the 100-kilometer West Valley Fault traversing 19 cities and municipalities in Luzon.
So how do we prepare for something like this, 'di ba? That's always the case, lalo na sa Pilipinas. Alam naman natin maraming typhoons, pero ang lindol, I still remember the lindol in 1991.
Yes, exactly. I think they need to prepare first aid kits and the supply of water and food usually, di ba?
Yes.
So, and they have to make sure that it's going to be accessible. And I think everyone needs to know how to protect themselves from earthquakes, kung saan hindi dapat pumunta, dapat ba lumabas, yung mga ganon sa kanilang lugar.
Education, ayan.
Exactly.
Okay, ang susunod nating balita.
Ang ating susunod na balita ay 2 Filipino male former registered nurses in San Diego were sentenced to a year in jail last week on Tuesday, May 12, for reportedly engaging in lewd sexual acts in front of their then 98-year-old patient. Alfredo V. Ruiz and Russell Torralba, both 43, each pleaded guilty in February to a felony charge of inflicting mental suffering on an elder. Both have lost their nursing licenses. San Diego Superior Court Judge Timothy R. Walsh sentenced both defendants to the maximum custody under a plea bargain and placed them on probation for 5 years. Torralba was sentenced to a year in county jail minus the 273 days for which he already has credit. Ruiz was sentenced to 325 days in jail and has credit for 10 days behind bars. They were immediately taken into custody following the court hearing. Deputy District Attorney Paul Greenwood has said that the defendants can be seen in a surveillance video engaging in explicit sexual acts in front of the bedridden patient, an elderly woman who had suffered a stroke and was unable to speak. The video was recorded over 3 weeks in 2011. William Berman, a lawyer for the victim's family, added that this is an isolated case that should not represent the Filipino nurses who do respectable, excellent, high-quality work in caregiving.
Hindi magandang balita yan, Annie.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that this happened.
Oo, tandaan natin, alam mo naman ngayon, may camera kahit saan ka pumunta, di ba? So we should watch our actions.
Yeah, and sumali na lang kayo ng choir kung kailangan ninyong mag-release ng
extracurricular
Yeah.
activity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for our last story, the LA City Council approves a minimum wage hike. Los Angeles official voted Tuesday, May 19, on a fiercely debated plan to hike the city's minimum wage to $15 an hour. Under a plan endorsed by a key panel of city council members, Los Angeles will increase its required wage year by year for the next 5 years to reach a minimum of $15 hourly by July 2020. The ordinance would boost the current wage for as many as 800,000 workers, officials say, and make LA the largest U.S. city to adopt a major minimum wage increase. The council's 14-1 vote joins Los Angeles with Seattle, San Francisco, and other major West Coast cities that have boosted wages as part of a national campaign led by labor and community groups to reduce citywide poverty. The wage hike trend is sweeping cities across the nation as elected leaders seek to address stagnating pay for workers. Currently in LA, workers earn a state minimum wage of $9 an hour, which was set to rise to $10 an hour in January under Mayor Eric Garcetti. Small businesses, those with 25 workers or fewer, would get an additional year to phase in the increases. Nonprofits that meet certain requirements could also ask permission to do the same.
That's very good news. If the wages are put up to $15, diba? That's good news for everyone. To read the complete details of our stories today, please go to asianjournal.com. They are online. At pagbalik naman natin dito sa Kababayan Today, makikilala natin ang cast ng Miss Saigon mula sa La Habra. So we'll be right back together with UCLA's SPCN. Maraming salamat, Annie.
Thank you, G.